Good morning, folks. Say, first of all, it is Thursday, May the 15th, 2025. It is 7:11 a.m. in the morning. Make a wish. Uh, or is that 11:11? I don't know. One of those two. But anyway, let's get the weigh-in done. Got some things to talk about and get into this morning. We're going to talk a little bit of the difference between sugar diet and sugar fasting. Because the more I think about it, the more there is a difference in the two.
Your weight is 287.6 pounds.
Alright, so we're down another pound this morning. We'll take that. That's a victory, right? Yeah. Nothing to be ashamed of. A whole other pound down. So let's say let's work on the differences between sugar fasting and sugar dieting. Alright, I think when you're including the proteins and the starches back in, that's more of the sugar diet aspect of things. The sugar fasting is when you're cutting the fat, the protein, and the starch, all three out at the same time. Or at least keeping it as minimal as possible, which is probably next to zero. That, I think, is what we would consider a sugar fast. Is what makes sense to me the most, because you're relying basically on sugar as your only and main and total nutritional food source at that point. The sugar diet allows you to add a little more, the protein, the I think you get what I'm saying here. You know, there's a big difference between the two. Both you have the potential to lose weight on, and you always have the sugar fasting as a part of the sugar diet regimen. That being said, you always have a means to drop the weight whenever you feel like it, right? And I think Cole's a genius here for bringing the two of them together and talking about them both at the same time, but yet at the same time independently, separate from one another. Reason I say this is because some people may prefer one method over the other, but some people may, choose to incorporate the fasting, the more extreme method, in order to drop the pounds back down. And if you wanted to live this as a lifestyle, the sugar diet in total, which some people already do, and it's called, something else probably, more than likely, they're adding in the more proteins, the more starches and stuff like that. And excuse me, probably also fats. So to me, that would be the difference between the two, the biggest difference between the two methods. Now, that's a big deal because other diets out there, other real popular diets out there, especially the all meat diet, depends heavily on fasting in absence of any kind of nutrition whatsoever in order to start dropping the weight. And sometimes that may take a few days to even see that go down on the scale. It's not immediate all the time. It may be in the beginning when you got a lot of weight to lose, but it doesn't stay consistent throughout the course of your meat diet experience. It doesn't stay consistent all the time, and I'm speaking from experience because I've been there. and I've seen it. I've seen numerous diet channels out there. There's a homesteader turned meat dieter out there. Very successful homesteader turned meat diet. It's all misleading. These influencers, they kind of disappear for a while and they come back with a bunch of weight loss, and then they all of a sudden start talking about how it happened. But then again, then you know, if you really watch, or if you do a deep dive into a channel history, you know, you can search the history of anyone's channel, mine, Cole's, any carnivore dieter out there, any keto dieter out there, any vegan dieter out there, any sugar dieter out there. You could search the entire history of their channel. All you have to do is go back to their oldest videos, or you can do an even deeper dive. You can do a search with just in the channel itself. Go in some of these channels and type in fasting, and you'll see them mislead you by saying, "Oh, I just completed a 10-day water fast. I just completed a 3-day dry fast. I done all these fastings." But then, you know, they kind of let that slide to the side, because they got to focus on, you know, the meat diet above that, right? I mean, they can't put that first. They put that first, too many people will start catching on. But this is how they zombify you. They and then they go to talking to all these other people, you know, that have lost weight, or trying to put together some kind of crazy documentary on how all of this has been so great for me. And it's healed all of my illnesses. Well, what if it was the fasting that healed your illnesses? What if it was that part of it? Because that's where the autophagy comes in my opinion. It's the autophagy that does all the healing, right? So what about all the fasting? You're not going to give credit to any of that? None of that? From the very beginning of my channel, I was aggravated by all of this. You can watch my earliest videos. I put it out there. It's out there. I could go back and put it all together for you. But in my earliest videos, I used to talk about this very thing all the time. What aggravated me the most was the fasting that was causing the weight loss, no matter what diet you were on. No matter what diet you were on. The sugar diet is unique in the fact that it has its own fasting regimen, its own fasting method, where you can cut out the fat entirely and still be able to drop pounds and have something to eat every day. Nutritional food like grapes, like berries. Berries have all kind of antioxidants. Speaking of that, you know, it's funny. If your last name was Berry and you promoted an all-meat diet, never mind, I ain't gonna go there. You see, or if your last name was Baker, I better stop. It's very comical. What do you think about it? I don't know if anybody else's mind works like mine. Sorry, no pastries for the bakers and berries. Ooh, I gotta stop. So we a pound down. We a pound down now. And I gotta talk about what I ate yesterday afternoon. So, black grapes. Black grapes was my supper. It is the one food that I can recommend that totally fills up your stomach, makes you where you're not too hungry. You can sustain pretty much hours off of black grapes. I testify to grapes. I'm gonna have to experiment with the green ones and the red ones more. Since I've started this thing, I got hooked on those black grapes, and that is my snack. So I decided to take it easy. You know, I've been answering a lot of comments, doing a lot of content lately, so I decided to just chill and take on a movie and snack on grapes like they were popcorn to me. And I got full off of them, and I also ate 2 of these. My wife gave me these. She bought these from the store. She looks out for me on this diet, so I'm gonna share it with you guys. Because 2 packs of these really hit home for me. I really loved them. It's oh gosh, y'all ever seen these before? Mott's assorted fruit. They're kind of like gummies a little bit, but they got like real fruit and vegetable juice in them. No protein, no fat, and it was like a burst of delicious flavor. And it's not as chewy as gum. They're a lot softer than regular gummies. Really good candy here. Mott's. So this is real fruits and veggies. I mean, you can't taste no veggies in there. All I taste is fruit burst, juicy goodness in these things, and they were super delicious. They hit the spot, and two tiny packs of them. Did I show you the pack? I don't even think I showed you the pack size. Yeah, a little tiny pack like that. Sorry, I'm on that sugar diet. My mind's working 90,000 miles a minute right now. I've done got in, a few thousand steps. My energy's through the roof right now. So is my sarcastic sense of humor, I guess. But yeah, anyway, we're doing good. The train is rolling. The weight is still continuing to fall off. I'm happier. Just happier in general in life. And yeah, another thing too. Some commenters yesterday. There's some people out there that need to get the scale worry out of their head. Listen, that scale is your friend. It's up to you whether you want to choose to share it with the world or not. But you need to jump on there every day for yourself and see what that thing has to tell you. That scale will not lie to you. It will tell you whether you need progress or whether you're doing fine where you are, or whether you need to, even if you need to gain weight, it'll tell you that. It's only a tool. It's only a tool, nothing more, nothing less. There's nothing to fear from it. Of course, like Cole says, you've been brainwashed into thinking that the scale is the devil. It's been demonized so that you will not look at it, so they can keep some kind of grip, some kind of control over you. Only you can be in control of you. Get out of the pasture. Quit grazing in the pasture, letting the shepherds tell you what to do. Be a wolf like Latchkey. Be a wolf like Latchkey, a standalone lone wolf, with a whole pack of other lone wolves to back you up. Alright, folks. That is all I got for this video. So until the next one, you folks have a good one.